Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to continue with chapter 2. The topic is pickle module. Those who didn't watch my 2 session of chapter 2, I have posted in description box. Please do watch. Okay, today what are the topics to be discussed? The first topic is operation on binary file. Mainly we are going to discuss about what is the meaning of pickle module. Then dump function and load function. Then the second one we are going to discuss implementation of binary file in Python. So I am going to discuss with you the lab program only. This is a 6th lab program. Okay. Okay, now we are going to see what is the meaning of pickle module. Python treats everything as an object. What is the meaning of object? It's look like a variable and you are storing the information. Whenever if you want, you can retrieve it. It includes list, tuples and dictionary data type. Okay. Sometimes we need to save the current state of this object so we can retrieve them later. What is the meaning of save the current state of this object means? Imagine if you are playing a video game and while playing you reach level 5 and you got 100 coins. If you want to turn off the game, what you will do? You will save the game. So whenever if you want to play again, you load the save the data and you will continue to the play. So that we can call it as save the current state of this object. So whenever if you want, you will retrieve it back, right? And you start playing. Am I clear? What is the meaning of save the current state of this object? Okay, to store and retrieve such objects, Python provides a pickle module. So by using the pickle module, you are going to store and retrieve the data. That one, serialization and deserialization. Okay, what is the meaning of serialization? Is nothing but pickling. So converts a Python object into a byte stream. So what is the meaning of byte stream here? You are going to store raw data to the binary file. So that's what the Python object was. It can be a list, tuples, dictionary or string to the byte stream and store it in binary file. What is the meaning of deserialization? It is nothing but the unpickling. It converts a byte stream back to the Python object, which means you are going to take a byte stream from the binary file and it will convert to the Python object. I hope everyone is clear with what is the meaning of pickle module, serialization, deserialization, right? Now, what are the two functions provided by pickle module? The first one we can call it as a dump function. What is a dump function? It writes Python object to a binary file. So whatever if you want to write to the binary file, you have to use what? Dump function. What is the meaning of load function? It reads the object back from the binary file. If you want to read any data from the binary file, you will be using load function. Now, the dump function, this method is used to convert Python object to a binary file for writing purpose. As I told you, writing, if you want to write any data to the binary file, you have to use the dump function. To write into the binary file, what we have to do? We need to open with WB mode. What is the syntax? Dump data object. Data object can be string, list and tuple, and file object. File object we had discussed already. You are going to create a file object. It also looks like a variable. Example, I will show it in the ideally. Let's see the example now. So whenever if you want to handle binary file, you have to first import the pickle module. So import pickle. After that, I am opening the binary file in write mode. So with open function and I am creating the binary file now, text.dat. Dat is the extension of binary file, comma wb. Now I am creating the file object. So as file is my file object name. After that, I am going to pass the string here. So I am creating a variable str equal to hello Python. This is my string. I am going to write it in the binary file. After that, what you have to do? You are going to use the dump function. How do you use it? You will be using here pickle module. So pickle dot dump function. In dump function, what are you going to write? This string I am going to write it. So str, comma, through file object only you are going to dump it to the binary file. So you have to mention here file. This is a file object name. Is it clear now? This line is very important. This line, through this line only, you are going to write this str hello Python to the binary file by using the file object. Is it clear? So the dump function will accept only one object at a time. For example, if I want to pass str, list, or a multiple str, you can't pass all this in one dump function. Clear now? One at a time only you can pass it. If you want to pass everything, you have to create a looping concept. Now finally, I am giving the message as print file saved. Clear? So not like a text file. Text file, if you want to print how many characters are printing to the text file, you will be mentioning here print of file object dot write. But here it will not write anything. Now I am saving the file. I'll run the program. You can see here I got the message as file saved. Okay. Now we will see the folder where I have saved it. So this is a Python file. You can see here text.dat. This is a binary file. You can't see here. It is like a dat file. You can't open it also. Clear now? How do you write to the binary file? By using the dump function. So the next one is the load function. What is the meaning of load function? This method is used to read binary data and converts back to the Python object. So if you want to read data from the binary file, you have to use what? Load function. To read the binary file, we need to use the RB mode, right? What is the syntax? Store object. That is nothing but a variable equal to load of file object. Now let's see the program. So the same file only I am using it. If you want to read the file also, you have to first use import pickle. So I am continuing with the program with open. Now I am opening the file. What is the file name here? The same file name only you are going to open it. So text.dat. And which mode you want to use it? RB mode. Now I am creating the file object now. So file 1 is my file object name. Now what you have to do? You have to create a load function now. So object, I am creating the variable here. Obj equal to pickle dot load of file 1. So what is it meaning here? You are creating the object here by using the load function, right? By using the load function, you are reading the data from the binary file. So this file object, it will be using it to take out from the binary file. Understood now? Now you are printing the object. As I told you already, file object is nothing but the connection between your Python file and data file. It can be a text file or binary file. Clear? Now I am printing this object. Now let's see the program. Now, okay, from here I will do this. So this is for the write, this one for the read. Now can you see here, whatever you have written there, you got the output as hello Python here. Clear now how to read the data from the binary file? Now if I want to create another object, like for example I want to create a list here, list equal to 1, 2, 3. I want to store string also, list also to the binary file, the same file. How can you do that now? I can't pass str, l here because dump will accept only one argument at a time. So what I have to do here? Pickle dot dump of l, 5. This is what I have to do it. Now if I want to read what I have to do, if you're trying to read this, what it will happen? I will check now the indentation. You can see here, file saved, hello Python. Only one output you got. What about to the list? You didn't get the list. So in that case, what you have to do when you want to read the file, you have to use the looping concept. Okay, now I'm going to use what? While loop. So while true. Now after that I have to follow the indentation. So the to tab and print object. This is fine. Now I'm trying to read the file now. Let's see. You can see here file saved hello python. It reads list also. After that what you got? You got EOF error. I hope everybody remember in first chapter we had discussed EOF error. What is the meaning of EOF error? It is a end of file error. So what it will happen, if you read the binary file, there is no such delimiter to identify the end of the file. That's what you got EOF error. To avoid that, what you have to do? You have to include the try and except block. So how can you include the try and except block here? Here only you have to include it. While true, try, and here I am mentioning the indentation. After that in except block, except you can mention EOF error. If you don't know, if you don't want to mention it, just mention the break here. Okay, now let's see. Now you can see here you didn't get any EOF error here. I hope everyone is clear how to do this program. Okay, the next one we are going to see the implementation of binary file using Python. So this is a lab program, the 6th lab program. The same program only you can do it in theory also. So what is a program? Write a Python program to create and to read records in a binary file with student name and marks of 6 subject. So what you are going to write? You are going to write the name of the student and 6 subject of their mark to the binary file, and also you are going to read it. Now I will explain you the program. Okay, first what you have to do, you have to import the pickle module. If you handle the binary file, the first one you have to import the pickle module. After that, I am creating here a menu driven program. What is the meaning of menu driven program? You are going to give an option to the user whether they want to create a binary file, display the file, or exit the program. Okay, these are the 3 menu you are going to give every time. Okay, so first, for example, create a binary file. After creating the binary file, the program will not end. Again, it will give you the menu, which option the user wants to choose it. So for that, you are creating while true. What is the meaning of while true? Until the condition becomes false, the while loop will be running. If you want to give the condition, you can break the loop also. Is it clear now? While true means you have to break the loop. Okay. Now I am giving the menu here. In print function, I am giving the menu. 1 means create a binary file. 2 means display the file. 3 means exit. After that, I am creating a variable A. I am asking the user to choose a command. 1, 2, 3 or exit. Clear now? After that, in case you are giving the condition here, if condition. If A equal to means what? You are checking whether A is equal to 1. If it is equal to 1, you are, what is the meaning of 1 here? Creating the binary file. So creating the binary file, what you have to do? You have to create a file object and open function, you have to use it, and the binary file name you have to mention it, that is .dat extension, and WB means write binary file mode, you have to open it. Now again I am creating one variable X into of input of how many students user wants to enter. It may be 1, 2 or 5, right? Any number. So after entering the number, you are going to now creating the loop now, because not only one student, if the user wants to enter 5 students, so 5 times all the information needs to ask from the user. For that you are creating the looping now. For I in range of X, in case if I am giving X as 2 means the 2 times the for loop will be running to ask all the details from the user. What are the details? Name you are asking. Name is a string data type. So that's what you have mentioned here, input of name. And English, you are going to get the mark from the user. Mark is nothing but what? Numerical data type. So you are asking the integer here. So English, language, physics, chemistry and mathematics, CS. Any subject you can give as a variable. And in the form of integer, you are collecting the mark from the user. I hope everyone is clear till here. After that, what you are going to do, you are creating one list here. Why I am creating the list? As I told you, if you want to dump means what? Writing the data to the binary file. You can pass only one arguments at a time. But how many arguments you got it collected from the user? All the argument you can't pass it at a time. So to reduce the program, you are creating the list here and store all the variable here as a element. So T equal to name, English, language, everything I created as a element here. So I am passing the list to the dump function here. Is it clear? So pickle.dump, I am passing the list here. Comma, F means what? File object. Through the file object, you are writing the data to the binary file. I hope everyone is clear till now. After that, what you have to do? You have to close the file because you open using the open function. So you have to close the file. So creating the binary file is over. Now what is the next option? LS. In case if the user wants to display the data means to read the data. If a equal to 2 means what you have to do again, you are going to open the file in read mode and you are going to use the try block. Why are you using the try block? Previous program only I told you, if you are not using the try and except block, what it will happen? It is going to give the EOF error. To avoid that, to use the try block. While true, P, I am creating the file object here, pickle.load of F. Load function to read the data from the binary file, and F is nothing but the file object, and you are printing the P here. Except means you have to close the file because you are opening the file, you are closing it. In case if a is greater than 2 means what? It will break the loop. You are creating the loop here while true, and last, if the user is not giving 1 or 2, any number, it will break the loop. I hope everyone is clear with this. Now let's see the output. What is the first command? It's first one. How many students? I want to enter 2. What is the name? Any name you can give. English 23. Okay, I don't want to give fail mark. 56, 89, 90, 90. Math is 78. CS is 100. Now name again. Ram. English 78, 89, 90, 67, 78. Let's see. CS mark is 100. Now let's see. Now again it is starting the menu. Why? Because we are using the while true. Now choose a command now. Read. Second means read. You can see here everything in the form of list here. So Lata also has come. Ram also has come. Now what is the final one? 3. Now you are exiting the program. I hope everyone is clear with the concept. Okay. So till here the second chapter is over. So till now many of the viewers are not subscribed my channel. Please do subscription, and so that you will get the notification. Okay. So next class I am going to start with the third chapter. Thank you so much.